Christine Thomas. I'm one of the art teachers at Crowders Creek Elementary School. And in this lesson, I'm going to show you guys how to do paper weaving, weaving with paper. And I'm also going to show you a little trick on how to turn your paper weaving into a fish. Okay, to get started making paper weaving, you're going to need a couple of sheets of paper. You can just take some colored pieces of paper. You can just take some white paper. And if you want, you can color it, paint it. Here's some different kinds of paper that I've done. I painted it. This one I painted. And then I used toilet paper tube to make these kind of like scallop shapes on here that kind of give it a fish look to it. And polka dots with paint. Here's another one I did. Toilet paper tubes, the cardboard, to make these circles and stuff. So, or you can just take, you can draw or color a piece of paper, have colored paper. So to start, what I'm gonna do is just take this colored piece of paper, okay? I'm gonna start with my yellow piece, and what I'm gonna do is I'm going to fold it in half, like this, and then with a pencil or a pen, what I want you to do is take two fingers and put it on the edge of the paper where you see the paper where it opens up. Okay, so take two fingers and then you're gonna mark the edge. And then you can just lightly draw a line across, okay? So now what you're going to do is we're going to make our loom. That is what you're going to weave the strips of paper through. So to start, what you're going to do is find where your paper creases, the part where it creases, leave it folded. You need to do it on the crease side and find the middle of your paper. Okay? Find the middle right there, and I'm going to cut it up to that line that I just drew. Do not cut it past that line. So you're gonna see, it looks kind of like SpongeBob SquarePants, doesn't it, right now? So now what we're gonna do, so we have how many sections? 1, 2 sections. So now we're gonna take each one of those sections and we're gonna cut that one in half. So we're gonna find a middle of this section here, and I'm gonna cut that one in half. And I'm gonna cut it only up to that line that I drew, okay? And then on the next section, I'm gonna find the middle, and then I'm going to cut that one up to the line. Do not go past that line. And so now you can see I have how many sections? 1, 2, 3, 4. Now what I'm gonna do is cut each one of those sections in half. So find close to the middle of that section and cut it in half. And then this one, cut it in half. Do that, and each one of those I cut up to that line, okay? And then when I open it up, this has created my loom for weaving, okay? So now I need to make my strips for weaving. If you want to make a fish, like I showed you before, and you want the fin up top, you can cut your strips of paper the tall way. Or you can cut it, if you just want to make it flush your strips to go to the very edge of your paper, then you can cut your strips the short way. So you can do it either way. So I'm gonna do mine the long way. So I have a couple of sheets of paper. If you don't have colored paper, you can always color and make your own colored piece of paper. You can make it rainbow colors or whatever colors you want. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna just cut strips of paper, trying to each to get started. And I have 3 different colors. Okay, so you can weave these through whichever way you want, or you can create a pattern. Okay, so when we start weaving, you need to start going over and then under your strips. So you can see where it has these lines. So I'm gonna start by going over, and then I'm gonna go under this strip. See how my pink piece of paper goes under, then over, and under. Over, under, over, under. Okay, and then I'm gonna push it over to the side. And then I'll get another strip of paper. And I could create a pattern with different colors, or you can do it how you want. So with this one, you can see the pink started over. So with my next strip, I don't wanna do it the same as the pink one. So the next strip, I wanna go under. I wanna do the opposite. So you can see how this blue is under the yellow strip and this pink one is over. So I'm doing the opposite. Now the blue is going over. So you can see it kind of makes a checkerboard pattern. See that? So now over, under. Okay. Now I'm going to finish weaving these through real quick. Okay, now I got all my strips woven through. So I want to glue down my strips if you happen to have glue to kind of secure these from kind of slipping from side to side. So just at the edge, I'm going to just put a little bit of glue and glue each one of those down. And that there completes how to do paper weaving. But if we want to take it a little bit further and we want to turn our paper weaving into a fish, what you can do is you can round the corners. That means you kind of make it so it's not a point and you kind of round them off. And if I just draw it like that, and so I'm making like just rounding it off a little bit. And you can either draw the corners or you can do it yourself. Like I'm doing here without, I don't have to draw the corners, I can just do it. Okay, and so this is making kind of like the body of my fish. So I can take a white piece of paper, and of course, you could decorate your fish however you want. And I'm going to make a big eye. You can make it a circle, an oval, whatever shape you want. And with my glue stick, I'm gonna glue my eye down. Then I can cut a mouth into my fish. And then I can give my fish a tail, scrap piece of paper. And if I want to just, okay, that's the shape that I want to do. You can draw your shape. You can look up pictures of fish so you can see what kind of shapes and stuff their fins are. Okay, so I'm going to put a little bit right here on the fin, and I'm going to stick it in the back, okay, to make my full fish. And I can take at the top and I can round out and make it fins at the top. So I would love to see what you guys create, if you just do paper weaving, or if you turn it into a fish, or be creative. What else can you turn it into? So I would love to see what you guys are creating. If you guys would love to send me a picture of what you're doing, you can send it to my email. I'll put my email down here below. I miss you guys, and I hope you enjoy creating. Bye.